Welcome from my office. I'm calling, and I will be returning down to my kitchen, but right now I'm here in the office, and I'm coming to you on March 17, which happens to be my birthday. And it is also, I don't know if you call it the height or the beginning or whatever of all of the things going on with the coronavirus. Um, and a lot of people, this is impacting people in some interesting ways, including, it's become kind of a challenge to go to the supermarket or your big box stores and everything. And it's also a time, if there was ever a time to do things that really are for the best, actually. You know, if there was ever a time for you to homestead, for you to, and that doesn't have to mean, although I wish I could go buy some chickens or something like that. Everybody, we can't all do that, okay? But it's a good time if you can, if you have a little space to make a garden, or if you're living in an apartment and you want to put some herbs out, and there's like little like containers that they do that in. It's a good time to cook at home. Okay, and yes, it can be a little bit of a challenge because of the fact that you go to the stores and there might not, I don't know why, but they wiped out all the bananas in my supermarket. There were no bananas. So okay, that's fine, but there were other things. There were mangoes, there were apples, the other things that you could pick up. Maybe you're not going to have your smoothie, your banana smoothie, but you can have, oh, you can make a nice apple cake. Okay, so anyway, at this time, it's a good time, and it's a time for you to be inspired and for you to be creative. Okay, and I'm going to hope that in the next few videos that I'm going to put on YouTube, I'm hoping to maybe share recipes that are not really difficult, but are recipes that you like, that you will that find that you can stretch, that you can make them easily, like if not in a nice one pot, okay, maybe in your crock pot. And these are all recipes too. I'm going to try to make recipes that you can hopefully freeze. Maybe not all of them will be, but some of them will be good frozen. Some of them that you can stretch so that you don't have to really go out. Okay. I'm also going to suggest a lady on, I'll put the actual link below so you could see it. I'm going to go back and look at her videos. First of all, she was a beautiful lady, and her name is Clara, and she grew up in the Depression era. It's a good idea to see, the things that she says. I'm not saying that we're going into a depression, but it's nice to see about how this is a good time for us to become more aware, better stewards of our time, of our money, of our kitchens, and of how we basically spend our lives too. So I'm going to put that down there because she just has a lot of wisdom to share, really beautiful wisdom to share. It was a blessing to me. She has since passed on, but beautiful, beautiful lady. And I want to also urge you that I want to urge you that if you haven't, see, we're people who I just started being a prepper, but I'm not a very good one. I just started this year. But my husband, too, is kind of a prep. Look at how I touch my face. Anyway, I'm not supposed to do that. But my husband is the kind of person that he looks up sales. Oh, let's go and look up, I can get bacon that's on sale. So, because you know how expensive bacon is. I told my son that today. Um, so he looks up sales with that. He'll look up sales with chicken. He'll look up sales with other things. We like to get I like to get from Sam's, like a package of hamburger, for example, or stew meat. And I like to kind of break it up and make a couple of things with it, so you're not just having one dish with it. If it comes with 4 pounds of hamburger, well, it's just him and me. So I'll actually, break it down into uh, one each, and then just wrap them up and put them into the freezer, 1 pound each. And then if somebody comes over, well, you bring out 2 pounds, and you can work out with the 2 pounds. So anyway, I think that we were always that kind of people, that we always had things on hand. We always have water. We always have, we have since we lived in our older house in New Jersey, we've always had a freezer. So we've always put things in there and we had that. And, I'm able to put away, bags of stock or whatever. Try not to throw anything out at this time. If you get, if you have a rotisserie chicken, save the bones, save that carcass, and make some chicken stock out of it. I just did that, and it was absolutely so much better than what you get, the little bouillons and stuff, because it's you are in charge of how much salt goes into that. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. So I just want to encourage you also just to, you know what, the news is really like it'll freak you out if you listen to it very much. Of course, you take precautions, you be careful and everything, but don't listen so much to the news, whether it is on TV or it is, don't get wrapped up in it. Of course, you have to listen to know what to do, but don't get so wrapped up in it. This is a good time to take advantage of the chance to, kids are home from school. It's a good time to really reconnect with your children. It's a good time to spend if you're a person of faith, I am, to especially right now that a lot of churches are not having their services, and I understand that. It's a good time for you to maintain your relationship with God through prayer, through the Bible. And there's a lot of good teachers that are on YouTube. So, look that up. Also, if you like, maybe this is your chance to those books that you have that to be read, pal. It's time, bring them out. Okay. It's also a good time just to, you know what? A lot of times my husband will be like, do you want to do something around the house? Do you want to putter, or do you want to go out to Greenville, South Carolina and walk around? Usually I'm going to pick Greenville. But you know what? Now I kind of don't have a choice. So it's a good time also to get things straightened out. I straightened already. I took time to straighten out the my cabinets that are underneath the sink, where all of my pots and pans are and such. And I've actually managed to keep it in that kind of order, which is good. After you spend too much time doing it, you know that you better do it. Anyway, it's a good time to get those things in order. Maybe put together a bag of clothing that you're not using, that you haven't worn in a long time, but is still in pretty good shape. Maybe you want to wash it. Sometimes clothes get dusty and stuff. So maybe you want to wash it, put it into a bag and donate that just to someone. Also, if you have any items that can be used for young families and such, put all of those things away. This can be a time that we can use for really all those things that we haven't really gotten a chance to do. We don't have a lot of, at this point, there's no restaurants. There's restaurants that are, a lot of them are pickup, or a lot of people being discouraged from not going. There's the movies. I don't think the movies are even open. I passed there was nothing open. There was a lot of things that were closed. Even the stores, we're not buying it. I don't feel like buying stuff. It's really interesting, anything that's non-essential. It's a good time to save. It's a good time to put money away. It's a good time also. And then, eventually we'll get to do it again. But it's a really, really good time to really assess what is important in life and what life really is about, without all the distractions that our modern life brings to us. So anyway, that's it on that. And I'll be bringing you some recipes, and I hope that you'll try them and that you'll like them. So if you haven't already, I hope that you subscribe. I hope that you stay safe. Do what they tell you to do. Wash your hands. If you can find hand sanitizer, more power to you. I only have like a couple little bottles. And God bless, and I'll talk to you soon.